score between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 75 yards. And the Falcons are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, certainly not how they envision the start to this when you give up the touchdown and they take a shot on the first play from scrimmage offensively, Charles, but it gets intercepted.
Yeah, instead of just trying to nibble and, work your way downfield, they tried to take a nice little chunk there. It didn't pay off for them. Now the defense runs on the field, having already given up a touchdown the first drive, hoping to get their legs under them and slow them down.
And all those mistakes, they just seem magnified here in the playoffs.
97.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch out now. 50 series. Strike.
They're going to look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, Albert. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Ready, break.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Steal, check, steal, right through.
They'll run on first down. Albert. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's third and goal now.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Paris Campbell, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now third and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
On side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Sawyer. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Sawyer. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Panthers. From 8 yards out. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. On 1st down, Albert. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Looking to throw. Sawyer. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you
trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. The 40. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Hey, confused.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it, and they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Ready up.
They're quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3.
Hey, no steal. Right. Check.
Up the middle they go. Albert. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, good. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Albert, and he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Desmond Ridder punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive and keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They're going to try and throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On 1st down, Sawyer. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Okay, ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Sawyer. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Peterson. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Again, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Come on, set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Ready.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go, set. Check, man. Ready.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Peterson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 1st and 10, Sawyer. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll go option to the short side. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Gonzalez's kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side, there's London. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Right. Bro, 52. Right. Hurry.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, Carolina. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing to start the drive. Sawyer looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Sawyer throwing the out route incomplete. It's Peterson. And down inside the 15 he goes. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. They'll try the right side here with Davis. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. And they go with McCaffrey. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Albert. 61 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Let's go.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Right, 60.
On play action, they'll throw. Going up top. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
Here we go.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Steal. Check steal.
Now a handoff up the middle. Albert. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll try and sneak it here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a 1st down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead, he said, forget it. Let's just get a 1st down and start a new set.
They'll run on 1st down. Albert, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal.
Stop. 17. On the ball.
They'll keep it on the ground. Albert, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And in this situation, a field goal doesn't help you a whole lot, but I think you've got to take it because I think you're a little too far back to go for it on 4th down. But we also know the offensive coordinator's in the head coach's ear trying to talk him into going for it right here.
Koo knocks this one through the posts, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right, and put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off play action. Sawyer sliding out of the pocket. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Inside give to Davis. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, Sawyer. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And just a yard to go here on second down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. He's back to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
On 2nd down, Davis. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
They have one big call left. Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
One more hurdle here. They need the 2-point conversion to, for the moment, stay alive in these playoffs. They'll try and run it in. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. That's caught at the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Ready.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Albert. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about it if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
On 2nd down now, Albert. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Albert. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. And now here comes their final timeout, as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker. This would put them in the NFC title game. And his kick is good. Well, sometimes you get a mismatch in these divisional round games. Not here. This has been everything we could have hoped for.
Okay, Brandon, don't get mad at me, but it's time for the old cliche.
Bring it.
Neither of these teams deserves to lose, but in the end, it's looking like the late field goal is going to be the difference in this game.
That's a good cliche. We'll let that one go. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well and end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.